Are you looking to create a fresh start every day and find inner peace? In this video, we will delve into the concept of creating a fresh start every day through the lens of Buddhism. Lesson 1. Be open to change. Life is always changing, and if we want to live fully, we have to be able to adapt to these changes. We shouldn't give up on our ideals or goals, but we should be ready to change how we do things when things don't go as planned. Let's say you wake up with a clear idea of what you need to do that day. Maybe you have a list of things you need to do, meetings you need to go to, or jobs you need to complete. But as the day goes on, things that you didn't expect happen, like a sudden work problem, a friend calling to ask for help, or even a simple mistake that throws your whole plan off. At times like these, it's easy to feel angry. Still, what if you didn't fight the changes? Instead, you saw them as chances to be open and grow. Being flexible lets us start each day with an open mind. It teaches us not to hold on too tightly to our hopes, because that makes us sad when things don't go as planned. We can instead go with the flow of the day's events and see them as part of the journey. In turn, this lowers stress and anger, making each day better. There is an idea in Buddhism that says everything changes over time and never stays the same. The more we understand this, the more we can accept that things may not be the same tomorrow. Everyday life is different. Letting go of rigid standards frees us to enjoy life as it comes together instead of trying to make it fit a certain mold. We can also forgive ourselves when things don't go as planned when we have a flexible attitude. People often carry the guilt or anger from their mistakes from one day into the next, but each day is a new chance to start over. You have a new chance today, even if you didn't get everything done yesterday. Being flexible means letting yourself start over, without the guilt or self-criticism that can stop you. Every morning when you wake up, tell yourself that the day is open for anything. Life is beautiful even when things don't go the way you planned. Be open to whatever comes your way. It will make you stronger and help you enjoy the time. You can start over every day if you learn to be flexible and let go of the need to be in charge. Lesson 2. Think about and get ready for tomorrow. Reflecting and getting ready for the day are important parts of starting over every day. Buddhism tells us to live in the present, but it also tells us to stop and think about what we're doing and thinking. We can learn more about our habits, figure out what's going well in our lives, and see where we can make changes by thinking about what happened that day. When you reflect, you shouldn't dwell on the past or be hard on yourself for things that didn't go as planned. Now is the time to learn from your mistakes and use what you've learned to get better. No matter how good or bad an event is, it has value. We can learn things that help us grow and make better decisions by thinking about them. Writing down a few things you want to do or thinking about how you want to deal with possible problems can help you get ready. It's about getting yourself ready for a new start, both physically and emotionally. You'll feel more balanced and ready to face the day with a clear goal when you wake up the next morning. Buddhists do something called mindfulness, which means being fully present in every moment. Being mindful means being aware of your thoughts and actions in the present and how they affect your future. This is why reflection and planning go hand in hand. Being more aware of how we live each day helps us make the most of our time and energy when we think about the past and plan for the future. Every day is a chance to get better, live with more purpose and grow. We can forget about the mistakes we made yesterday and focus on making tomorrow better by taking the time to think about them and get ready. It's a strong way to start each day over. Lesson 3. Get out of your comfort zone and do something. When we push ourselves past what we know and what makes us feel good, we often grow and make progress. Even though it's easy to get stuck in old habits, one of the best ways to start over is to do something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Buddhist lessons stress that life is full of growth and change all the time. When we hold on too tightly to what is comfortable or familiar, it can keep us in old habits and keep us from taking advantage of new possibilities. Day after day, you can do something new and push yourself to leave your comfort zone, even if it's just a little. If you want to do something outside of your comfort zone, you don't have to take huge chances or make huge leaps. It could be as easy as trying something new, talking to someone you don't know, or doing something that feels a little hard. You should push yourself a little further than what feels safe and easy. This will help you grow. So if you usually stick to a strict schedule, you might want to try doing something on the spur of the moment. If you tend to avoid social settings, you might want to start a conversation with someone new. Take the first step toward finishing a hard job that you've been putting off. These little things can give you a fresh start and let you try new things. Getting out of your safe zone can also help you become stronger. It's okay if you don't always win at your new projects. It's important that you tried, and by doing so, you learned something useful. Every try, whether it works or not, gives you a new viewpoint and boosts your confidence in your ability to deal with problems. There is a Buddhist concept called impermanence that tells us that things change all the time. Our safety zones are part of this. Things that were scary to us can now make us strong. Things that are hard today might be easy tomorrow. Getting out of your comfort zone on a daily basis helps you learn how to deal with life's changes and grow from them. You start over every time you do something new, no matter how small. You are letting go of the restrictions that your old habits put on you and making room for new options. It is a strong way to keep life interesting, to keep learning, and to make sure that every day feels like a chance to grow. Lesson 4. Think like a beginner. Having the attitude of a beginner is one of the most powerful ways to start over every day. Going into each day, job, or interaction with a beginner's mind means treating it like it's your first time. This way of thinking encourages people to be open, curious, and ready to learn. It's easy to think we know everything about someone or something as we go through life. Routines, habits, and beliefs can keep us stuck, making life feel like it's going in the same old circles. We can see the world with new eyes, though, if we think like beginners. It makes us remember that there is always more to find out, no matter how much we know or have done. In Buddhism, having a beginner's mind means being humble. It means realizing that we don't know everything and that life is always teaching us new things. This way of thinking makes us more open to change, growth, and chances that come up out of the blue. Imagine that every morning you could start the day with a clean slate. There's still something interesting about doing the same thing over and over again, like going to work, taking care of your family, or doing the same jobs. What can I learn today? What lessons can I learn from this? This change in point of view keeps you interested and driven instead of feeling like you're just going through the motions. Having a beginner's mind also affects how we talk to other people. A lot of the time, we think we know someone because we've had events with them before, but people are always changing. You can deepen your relationships and learn new things about the people in your life if you go into every contact with them with the mindset of a beginner. Having the mindset of a beginner also helps you let go of judgment. There are times when we judge ourselves or others too harshly, when we think we know everything. But a beginner is willing to make mistakes, learn from them, and grow without being judged harshly. You can be nicer to yourself when things don't go as planned if you think this way. You can tell yourself, I am learning, and that's okay, instead of, I should already know how to do this. When you start each day with the mindset of a beginner, you open the door to a world of endless potential. Allow yourself to see life in a new way, to stay interested, and to be open to what might happen. Every day is a new chance to learn, grow, and see the world in a new way. Lesson 5. Put yourself first. The last thing you can do to start over every day is to put yourself first. Self-care is more than just giving yourself time to relax or treat yourself. It means taking care of your body, mind, and spirit. When you put yourself first, you give yourself the strength and focus to start each day with a new outlook. People who follow Buddhism believe that balance is important for a happy and peaceful life. To find this balance, you need to take care of your physical health, support your mental and emotional health, and connect with your inner self. Taking care of yourself helps you keep this balance, so you can face each day with power and clarity. First, understand that taking care of yourself is not being selfish. It's important to do if you want to live well and give the world your best. You can better care for others and deal with problems when you take care of yourself. Self-care activities, like working out, meditating, writing in a notebook, or just taking some time to relax, help you reset and start over. Setting limits is another part of self-care. Many times, we get tired or stressed out because we say yes to too many things that don't help us. You can clear your mind and get back on track by setting clear limits and making time for yourself. In turn, this gives you a sense of renewal as you start each new day. Being aware of your thoughts and feelings is part of self-care. And just like you take care of your body, you should also take care of your mind and emotions. Don't be afraid to take a break when you need one. Pay attention to how you feel. Being kind and compassionate to yourself is important, especially when things are hard. Putting yourself first also means knowing when you need help. To make a fresh start, you may need to ask for help from others. Asking for help is a form of self-care that can give you the strength and focus you need to move forward. You can do this by talking to a friend, getting advice from a mentor, or doing a spiritual practice. Taking care of yourself first gives you the tools to start each day with a clean slate. You give yourself the strength, balance, and peace of mind to deal with the ups and downs of life. You can live each day with more joy, meaning, and clarity if you really care for yourself. The lessons of Buddhism tell us that each day is a chance to start over. Being flexible, thinking about what we do, getting out of our comfort zone, having a beginner's mind, and putting self-care first can help us make a life full of growth, peace, and meaning. Every morning is a fresh start, and it's up to us to make the most of it.